discriminated against, shunned by others, was told I wouldn't make it to see the age of 21. I was labeled as someone I wasn't before I was even able to figure out who I was on my own. I was kicked when I was at my lowest, laughed at. I even had people try to destroy me completely. I watched my moms worry about what to do with me because I was so off the chains. I didn't even know if I would have the strength to be able to keep moving forward. I was so close to giving up. I fell to my darkest moments. The devil tried to destroy me, break me. And all I could do was ask God, why? Why me? What did I do to deserve this? I thought you loved me. Why am I being treated like this? This ain't love. I'm a good person. I make sure I always do right. I try to always follow your word. And yet here I am, trying to understand why me, out of all people. It's people I know that ain't living right. And even they get treated like this. I'm constantly dealing with people that ain't doing right by me. So I turned my back on God, because I thought he ain't care enough. I'm tired. I'm ready for it all to be over. What's the point of even living? What's the point of even trying still, if this is what I gotta deal with? But just before, the love I had was about to fade. Just before I was about to give it all up. Just before I was about to allow life to be able to drag me to the pits of hell. Something sparked the light within me. For I no longer live for me. What kind of father would I be? To leave a child that I brought into this world behind with nothing to show for it. And why would I put you through the same shit I had to go through? How selfish could I be to quit now? I'm already in pain. So what's the point of giving up now? You might as well keep going. For I made promises to people I must keep. No matter how much pain you go through, you must see it all the way through. So if darkness is what I must bear, then I would adapt to the dark and make this my new home. For you don't know what light truly is until you've been in darkness. You don't know what happiness and joy is until you've experienced pain and depression. You don't know what freedom feels like until you have your freedom taken away. For I've experienced it all. Depression, suicidal thoughts, heartbreak. I was angry at the world. I even lost my faith in God. I thought I was going to lose my sanity and what I worked so hard for. But I never gave up. It would get to the point that I had to cry myself to sleep. But every time that sun rose, I wiped the tears from my eyes. And I put on my big boy pants and I got back to work. For you shall not allow what you're going through to break you. You will not be shackled by your pain. Even if it means you have to endure pain in order to keep moving forward. Because you will only be weighed down by your pain if you allow it to stop you in your tracks. So you must keep moving. You must keep going. For you are stronger than your circumstances. You must prevail. And to the Most High, I always listen to your word. So I be damned if I get left here. While sat in this darkness, it crossed my mind. Did I really love you? Like I thought I did. Because if I did, I would have never turned my back on you in my darkest moments. I felt like I was alone because I couldn't hear your response to my cries for help, not knowing you was by my side all alone and my prayers was already answered. I just refused to accept it. And since I refused to accept it, I ended up in even more pain. But I heard a voice say, "You sure you had faith in me, son? Because if you did, you wouldn't have turned on me. For I had faith in my child. I knew you would get through this. But my child didn't seem to have faith in me. Because I was the only one that stayed, even though you walked away from me. So who had faith in who?" You sure you believe in your dreams? Because if you did, you wouldn't have gave it up so easy. For words mean nothing. There's a lot of people who are all bark and no bite. It's easy to say it, but actions speak volume. You can tell just what kind of person someone is just by their day-to-day actions. Do you fold under pressure? Or do you always find a way to prevail? For pain is a part of life. You can't have happiness without pain. You can't have dreams without despair. And you can't have good without evil. How would you know what good looks like if you've never seen evil? They both need each other. You can't have one without the other. So that pain, embrace it. Let it mold you, shape you, reform you. And be like the phoenix and rise anew. You become stronger depending on how you handle pressure. Diamonds are made under pressure if you don't fold. But if you end up caving into pressure, that same pressure can break pipes. For you ask for stronger faith, so your faith must be tested. You ask for more patience, so the things you want is going to take a lot longer to attain. You ask for endurance, then tough times is what you will have to face. Before you ask for anything, you better make sure that you want it. Because the road to attain it ain't gonna be an easy one. You're gonna get some cuts, some bruises. You're gonna shed some tears. At some point, you're gonna end up feeling lost. You might end up losing yourself. For the road to success is a lonely one. The path you choose is yours to walk, and yours to walk alone. So it's up to you to make sure that you put your left foot forward when faced with adversity. There's a lot of people who are on the journey to success, and more have failed than those who have succeeded. And it's not because it's too complex, but because they end up giving up, even though they were so close to their breakthrough. The beginning process is smooth. It's a little bumpy, but ain't that hard to deal with. You write your goals down. You got your affirmations. You got your vision board. But when you get midway, things start to get a little shaky. All of a sudden, you got people and random life situations pulling you in all directions, as if to keep you from accomplishing your dreams. But when you get too close to the end, it's as if all hell breaks loose. Everything that could possibly go wrong goes wrong. And right here is where a lot of people stop. They quit, not knowing that things are supposed to get worse in order for it to get better. So make sure that you never stop. You never quit. 3 feet from gold. For pain, that's temporary, depending on how you handle it. For you can make a temporary situation into something permanent. Yeah, it hurts. But that hurt will soon become joy if you don't give up. For nothing in life comes easy. It makes no sense to just stop now. You're already in pain. So that pain ain't just gonna magically go away just because you gave up. And if anything, that pain just gets worse. Because now you're dealing with the painful thought of, what would have happened if I never gave up? Who would the person I would have become if I never quit? And a lot of people end up dying with the pain of never knowing what they could have been. So remember, you are phenomenal. If anybody tells you otherwise.